I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Deadpool, issue number 16. The mercs for money have turned against Deadpool, and now he's ready to turn the tide back on them. What's going to happen next? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alright then, so as we join the comic, Deadpool has his turncoat employees cornered inside his bank vault. Unfortunately, the door ends up closing behind them and everyone gets locked inside. Oh my, it's like an episode of one of those 80s sitcoms, and that's a joke the comic totally makes too. Wade, having moved emotionally from blind murderous rage to more inquisical rage, decides to ask his employees what exactly he did to piss them off so bad. And while they all have their own individual reasons, James Bourne solo decides to take the lead on this one and tell his story. He's all ticked off because some of the greatest accomplishments of his life he pulled off in a Deadpool suit, which means he'll never get the credit for it. Hey buddy, buck up. I know lots of cosplayers who would also say their greatest achievements happened while they were wearing Deadpool suits, but you're gonna make us listen to a big long ass story, aren't you? Yeah, in fact, the entire middle part of this comic, basically the rest of the story essentially, is just a big long story told to us by Solo. Basically what we find out, while on a routine assignment for the Mercs for Money, Solo was supposed to oversee some sort of gangland meeting, only it turned out that this meeting was actually part of a major frame-up operation to try and get Deadpool in trouble for killing a politician. James swung into action and was able to save the politician. They go on a crazy chase outrunning a bunch of gunmen. There's stuff with a dog grooming van. It's all very run-of-the-mill action movie. In the end though, the politician thanks Deadpool for a job well done, but of course he's not really Deadpool at all, is he? When we do get back to the real Deadpool, he's ticked off that Solo never told him this story, but not for the reason you might think. He says that this whole frame-up scheme that he just explained to him has Madcap's fingerprints all over it. Madcap, of course, you'll all remember as the former Captain America villain who they later retconned into actually have been a part of Deadpool's psyche all along, making up those other text boxes that Deadpool used to have in the 90s but doesn't have anymore. Deadpool, through the help of Thor in one of the little side stories, managed to banish Madcap from his body, but Madcap grew angry and obsessed with Deadpool over this, and because of it tried to not only kill him but destroy the mercs for money. Deadpool thought he had defeated Madcap but feared his return because, much like Deadpool himself, Madcap possesses a crazy healing factor, and as the comic winds down we can see he's already beginning to reform himself, and he might already have some help inside Deadpool's operation, which I'm going to guess is the friendly S.H.I.E.L.D. agent who comes and goes in this Deadpool book. Deadpool number 16 is a real nothing comic on a couple fronts. It's not much of a Civil War II tie-in, but then again that should be expected. None of the so-called Civil War tie-ins actually are. It's also not much of a Deadpool story because for the bulk of it we're not actually following Deadpool. We're listening to another dude's flashback about the time he dressed up as Deadpool. Personally, I don't have a lot of love for James Bourne Solo. I don't think he's a bad character. I know he's getting a solo book, but I don't want to read about him and his adventures here in my Deadpool story. I guess it's cool that Madcap is coming back. It's, you know, hard to find a good Deadpool villain, one who can be overarching and also challenge Wade in a number of different ways, and I guess that would be him. Overall though, this was a really forgettable issue, which is why I can only give it a 5.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.